Going on live. Please get everyone ready. Yeah, we are on live. Great. Thanks everyone for joining us, for collaborating and great connection. And I'll share with you this live session link very soon. Hope you are all doing great.
Going on live. Hello, everyone.
Good evening,
Hello.
sir.
Hello.
Yes. So this is our great moment to connect all of our great international leaders, educators, intellectuals. This is Munira Sultana Poppy from Maldives, and I'm hosting this international live program on International Democracy Day for our leaders, our educators, and as you can see, our Ghulam Rabbani Non Bangali has joined from United States of America. He's the founder, chairman, and the great leader of a School of Leadership. So
Thank you.
to you, our honorable great leader, for organizing this such a great program. We are connecting from different countries around the globe all together. So I want to listen from my leader. So I'm requesting all of you, please give a grand clap and warm welcome, honorable leader from all the way United States of America, Ghulam Rabbani Non-Bangali. I am just highlighting you, spotlighting your screen, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much, Maria Sultana. I'm so glad to be here with you all. And it is really a great honor for me to introduce with you great leaders from different countries, different regions. And here it's a very early in the morning. Good morning to you all. I know this time, different time in different places. So today you are going to discuss on democracy, and we are observing International Day of Democracy. And this is a series of programs. I'm sure that you will continue this program as a series, a web series, or Zoom series, whatever you call, and it will continue till next year on the same day, the Democracy Day, International Day of Democracy on 15th September 2023. So for this 1 year program and series program of observing this Democracy Day, so I just want to introduce myself first. My name is Ghulam Rabbani, and I am the founder, president of School of Leadership. And our motto or vision to build the leadership, to build the leadership platform, especially in business point of view, business leadership platform, political leadership platform, professional leadership platform, and at the same time, educational leadership. So 4 different guidelines we have been working on leadership, and democracy is a very important part. You know, democracy, the beauty of democracy is all we are agree to disagree. And at the same time, all we are disagree to agree. So we are planning to organize our organization through democratic way. Maybe I'm the president this time. So next time, who knows, Moria can be a president of this organization. So we have a plan, and we have a not only a plan, we want to do practice, because practice, our organization will make it perfect. And today's point is democracy. So definitely I want to discuss about the democracy. And if you think that for better understanding, that we need to define the democracy is that for the people, by the people, of the people. But if you think that This is actually for the leader, of the leader, by the leader. Because people, we are addressing people, but people have a right to vote for 1 day or 1 hour or maybe 1 minute. But for leaders, he needs to lead for 5 years or forever. So leaders' responsibility is very important rather than people, but we are talking about that for the people, by the people, of the people. So our spotlight to the people, but reality is that we need leaders. Why? Because there's a lot of criticism on democracy, especially if I want to utter the criticism of Plato. Why Plato reject democracy? The reason is that democracy allows the right to vote for people who are unfit for vote, which will lead them to vote for leaders that are unfit to lead. That means we need to develop our leadership. Otherwise, you have lots of people, and if there is no leader, but you have a voting rights, but to whom they will give their vote. So leadership is very important in this discussion. That's why we created this platform to build our leadership. Not only for the country, we will build our leadership in our organization. We will build our leadership in our professional or respective areas. So that's why, that we have a lots of pillar of democracy. Suppose freedom is a pillar of democracy. So freedom is not free. So we need to dignify the people. So dignity of people is very important. So dignity, what is dignity? Dignity is as important as food. So democracy, one important pillar is choice of leadership, choice of leaders. So these are pillars. So what is choice? Choice means if you have a choice, choose the best. Or if you have no choice, do the best. And choice of leader means leader is the dealer of hope. So I think everybody we know better what is our democratic segment in the world. Lots of countries, they don't have democracy, but how they survive? Why their people are not dissatisfied without democracy, or why they are not dissatisfied with democracy? So we need to analyze all those things. So I know we need lots of discussion on this regard, and Munira Sultana have arranged lots of program in the meantime, and she will organize later lots of discussion, and hopefully I'll try to join with you all every time, and want to learn from you and want to hear your voice. And I'm requesting Munira, please continue this program. I think I try my best to express my primary views, and I'll talk later.
Okay, thanks a lot for sharing such a great, enlightened vision, such a democratic voice. Wonderful. And we feel proud of you, our honorable founder, chairman, president, and such a wonderful human being. He is the great person who is helping people. I know him personally from a long time as we are working together, and he is helping many people from many different countries, organizing, and even, yes, thank you, Dr. Lu, Tu An from Vietnam, for clapping for our leader. And our Ghulam Rabbani, Noyon Bangali, our founder, honorable leader and president, he is even helping people in the United States of America. We think they are rich, we think they are so prosperous, but even he is helping them with money, with leadership, with food. Can you believe it? One Bangladeshi citizen staying in United States of America, organizing such kind of international program, helping people, leading our nations, and connecting the globe. What a marvelous work. I feel proud of you, our honorable great leader. And that is why we are so motivated. And thanks our Rania Lampo ma'am, who has joined from Greece. She is, oh my goodness, she is the great personality, honorable leader who is working with the Ministry of Education in Greece, and she is connected everywhere. If I am not wrong, she is connected with the heart of people. She is laughing at this moment. Let me spotlight her screen, and I'm requesting her to please guide us and share her great lecture on International Democracy Day. Welcoming you, ma'am, Rania Lampo here. Please deliver your kind and great lecture.
Well, greetings. Would like to congratulate all the organizers of this wonderful event. And of course, thank you, Monira, for your kind invitation and your lovely introduction. Yes, September 15 is celebrated as the National Day of Democracy after being established in 2007 by the United Nations General Assembly. And in the words of United Nations, the National Day of Democracy provides an opportunity to review the state of democracy in the world. Because democracy is as much as a process as a goal, and only with the full participation of the national community can the ideal of democracy be made into reality. I'm very honored and happy to be Greek because Athens is most famous as the birthplace of democracy. So here in Greece, democracy developed throughout the centuries. So in the 6th century, Athenian Greeks developed the first system of democracy. If you were to step back in time, it would be increasingly clear just how unique the idea of democracy really is. The world used to be primarily ruled by kings and tyrants who reigned with a singular opinion but did not always benefit the population as a whole. And in the late 6th century, before Jesus Christ, the Greek city-state of Athens began to lay the foundation of the new kind of political system. This, which is called Demokratia in Greek, was a direct democracy that gave political power to free male Athenian citizens rather than a ruling aristocratic class of dictator, which had largely been the norm in Athens for several hundred years before. So when we talk about democracy, this is very complex, has complex demands, which certainly include, of course, voting or respect for election results, but it also requires the protection of liberties and freedoms, respect for legal entitlements, and the guaranteeing of free discussion and uncensored distribution of news and fair comment. Of course, political freedom is part of human freedom in general, and exercising civic and political rights is a crucial part of good lives of individual social beings, and political and social participation has increasing value for human life and well-being. So the practice of democracy gives citizens the opportunity to learn from one another and helps also society to form its values and priorities. Political and civic rights, especially those related to the guarantee of open discussion, debate, criticism, and dissent, are central to the process of generating informed and considered choices. I'm an educator, and if we have today educators as audience, how we could approach this in classroom is very important today as International Day of Democracy. Democracy is obviously an essential concept to learn about, and this day offers us a great opportunity for students to think about what it really means. One key aim of today should be about widening the definition of democracy and introducing an understanding of its different varied forms, and to do so, discuss what democracy means to the students in your class, and also this could be linked to particular systems such as the British parliamentary system or the American federal system. So encourage as many definitions as possible. Why? In order to show that democracy has many forms. So if we could introduce concepts such as direct democracy, workplace democracy, organizational democracy, to show that decision-making at any level can be actually democratic. And of course, we needed to show here that democracy is a process and not a particular system. So we need to involve our students in this discussion by asking what makes a good democracy. It will have class activities with different decision-making structures and discuss which one works the best and why. Of course, democracies are less likely to go to war, more likely to make decisions that citizens accept as legitimate, and more likely to command loyalty and respect from their citizens. So we, in general, today, it's an opportunity for us to get involved in many activities. Every year, United Nations hold official global events that spread awareness about democracy in action. We can learn about political candidates because our responsibility as citizens to vote is important. So we shouldn't go to voting polls uninformed. We need to exercise our rights because as members of democratic governments, we have a great power. Democracy is both a goal and the process that hinges upon our involvement. And of course, thanks to digital advancement, it's now easier than ever to contact representatives, advocate for causes, vote, and make a difference in our unique form of government. So if we ask, democracy is a universal value. Human beings, when given a real choice, do they actually prefer democracy? I believe that while there is no any system of government perfect or perfectly executed, because we are humans after all, we're not perfect, I still believe that democracy is the only one that protects and promotes unalienable rights better than any other system known to man. So healthy democracy requires decent societies. It requires, of course, that we are all generous, tolerant, respectful, and honorable. Thank you very much for your attention.
Wonderful, superb, and so delighted to have you over here. My honorable leader from Greece. She is leading many countries, future leaders. Yes, thanks our Caroline sister. She is clapping for you, Rania Lampu ma'am from India. And this is the beauty of international platform, that Miss Caroline can clap and give her response, her love. Yeah, Dr. Lutu and Advocate Dr. Nupur Dhamija from United States of America, our leader, president has joined all of you, has heard from you, and we are so delighted, so happy on this International Democracy Day. And you have joined on this international platform of a School of Leadership. So my leaders, I wanna connect now Khalid Qasim sir. So I'm going to spotlight your screen, sir. Yes, you are highlighted. And please share your introduction, and also please give the glimpse of your country's democracy, sir. Khalid Qasim, sir. Please, connecting you from Maldives. Thank you.
Hello, you are welcome. Dear attendee, ladies and gentlemen, I am proud to take this opportunity to talk to you. I am Dr. Khalid Hassan El-Subehi, consultant in international dispute resolution from the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, and proud to be part to this great day. The term democracy by law did not come from modern societies, but from ancient societies, and it means the role of the people and the evaluation of this term as modern developed modern nation and different human societies developed and revolution fought for human rights. Democracy is internationally linked to human and humanity, inclusive and transparent participation and equal right and use. It is fundamental pillar of the 2030 Sustainable Development Agenda adopted by the states members of the United Nations and aimed and a better future for all. And my pleas are all governmental and non-governmental organization and institution and all actors around actors around the world to take responsibility for democracy, respect for the right to effective substantive participation and to pursue this goal. Thank you and best regards. Thank you.
Wonderful. Hats off to you, Khalid Kasib sir, who has joined all the way from Jordan. We have heard the voice of leadership from Jordan. And Rania Lampo ma'am, we love you seriously, that you are enlightening our future leaders by guiding them working in Ministry of Education in Greece. Thanks a lot, our honorable leaders, for joining and giving your precious times. And here I can see Edu leaders from Vietnam, Dr. Lu Tu An. She is the project leader for our School of Leadership program. She is helping us to guide our future leaders to joining teachers all together. I am spotlighting you, Dr. Lu Tu An, all the way from Vietnam. Welcoming you, ma'am. Please share your country's democratic position and how you want to see and develop democracy in your country, in your education, and of course, for our great organization, School of Leadership, USA. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. The first words I would like to say Happy International Day to all of us. And today I'm extremely happy and believe in the good society we have. We are from different continents, different skin colors, and we also come from different cultures. But one great thing in common is that we are contributing ideas and experience together and working together to educate democracy in every person, especially young people. When a child is born in the family, the adult has taught him the rights and he enjoys, and the obligation that comes with, of course. When the children go to the school, they have the right to contribute their ideas to build the collective. Children must also abide by the rules of the group. And democracy always comes with disciplines. In order for each child to become a good citizen in the future, we teach them a lesson about democracy. It will include the following the subject like this. Number one, the definition of the democracy is everyone owns the word. Everyone owns the word. Everyone is allowed to participate, and everyone's comments on the implementation of surveillance inspections. And number two, discipline is follow the rules of communities. Unified action for high quality. And number three, the meaningful. Create a high unity of perception, mind, and action. Create conditions for each individual's development. Building a developed society in all aspects. And number four, practice. Everyone needs to volunteer, obey disciplines. Leading official, social organization create conditions for each individual to promote democracy and disciplines. Students obey their parents to follow school rules. And we hope that the children, after learning this lesson, will become good citizens. Of course, there are good people and there are also bad people in society. Therefore, we always uphold the education of people and together strive build, and hope for a beautiful life. Together we build and we make life better. In the end, I would like to say again, happy International Democracy Days for all. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful, superb. And I can see my leaders are clapping for you, Dr. Lutu An from Vietnam, the project leader of our School of Leadership program. Thanks a lot. And Rania Lampo ma'am has given her heart, red heart to you. Dr. Lutu An ma'am, proud of you. Congratulations. And I can see my beautiful sister, the leader, poet, photographer, and she is such a great mother, has joined from Tunisia. After United States of America, the great leader, our Ghulam Rabbani sir's voice, we have heard Rania Lampu ma'am's voice, Khalid Qasim sir's voice, Dr. Lutu An, and now I want to connect you, my honorable leader from Tunisia. Put your hands together and join us clapping for Hayat Haj Khalil ma'am. I am spotlighting your screen, ma'am. Please share your leadership journey and kindly share how is Tunisia doing and the democratic position in your country. My dearest leader, Hayat Haj Khalil. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, I'm very honored to meet you today. I'm very, very happy to join all leaders and to participate in this meeting, in this International Democracy Day. Very glad that today we have the right and the chance to be together. And I think this is democracy. Democracy as an ancient word is a concept, philosophical concept, which is related to humanity. Every human being is searching for others from the beginning of the mankind. Searching for what? For uniting, for understanding.
Yes, ma'am. I think her screen has got freeze due to connectivity issue. Hayat ma'am, can you hear me, please? No worries. We will be connecting her shortly once the technical glitches is over. Hayat ma'am, can you hear now? So I wanna connect now. If I am able to connect Advocate Dr. Nupur Dhamija, is it possible? Can we hear from you, ma'am? Advocate Dr. Nupur Dhamija. She is a lawyer, a great leader in India. Advocate Dr. Nupur Dhamija.
Sorry.
Good evening.
Sorry.
Yeah, ma'am. One moment, please. Yeah, Hayat ma'am has just joined. I'm so sorry. I'm connecting you. Our Nupur Dhamija ma'am, please stay online. After finishing her speech, I'm connecting you, ma'am. Advocate Dr. Nupur Dhamija. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Hello. It was yes. I'm sorry. It was a connection problem. So that I want to say the democracy. First of all, it's about a social equality. Social equality in the same country and then internationally. I want to ask, is democracy the daughter of the development? Is it the cause of every development or a
So sorry for the technical error. I'm so sorry. Sorry. So let me connect our honorable great leader from India, Advocate Dr. Nupur Dhamija. I'm connecting you because I'm so eager to hear from her. She is the right person who can highlight democracy in India because she is a women lawyer and she is a great leader who is connecting and helping people in legal aspects. Advocate Dr. Nupur Dhamija, hats off to you for your great work. Can you please share your democratic position in India, ma'am? How is India doing? Please share your views. Thank you.
Thank you so much, respected Monira ma'am, and hello to all respected members. Now we are talking about, democracy. Today is International Democracy Day. Democracy. We are talking about democracy. Of the people, by the people, for the people. Abraham Lincoln, the word democracy comes from the Greek words demos, meaning people, and kratos, meaning power. So democracy can be thought of as power of the people, a way of governing which depends on the will of the people. Why? Why Democracy Day celebrated in India? According to UNESCO, the International Day of Democracy serves an opportunity to assess the state of democracies in the world. It also gives a chance to highlight the crucial role of parliaments and to celebrate their capability to deliver justice, development, human rights, and peace. Why? This day is celebrated on 15th of September, National Engineers Day 2022. 15th of September, National Engineers Day is celebrated every year on September 15th, commemorating the birth anniversary of Bharat Ratna, one of the best engineer of the nation. Why we love International Day of Democracy? First, it gives power to the people. It based on the change. It based on equality. It gives power to the people. Democracy is powerful because it gives a voice to its nation citizens, enabling them to make changes as they see fit. One of the results of this form of government is that democratic changes create space for new economic theories to emerge, ultimately leading to the world of innovation and improvement. It based on change. A cornerstone of democratic societies is that they have the power to make change when necessary. In principle, if things are going well, citizens have the power to maintain the status quo. But if things don't work out, it's up to the people to throw out the old and bring in the new. It based on equality. This is the most important point. The founding documents of democratic governments put great emphasis on equality of one person, one vote, no matter who you are or your station in life. While this idea has not always been constituted on popular over the centuries, equal rights under the law are central to democratic governments. This is the main reasons. Abraham Lincoln described democracy as the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. It means that in democratic form of government, common man plays the pivotal role. The aristocracy, the landlords, and the politicians have to work according to the wishes of common man. Can you hear me? I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, very clear.
First, government by the people. Second, majority rule. Government in which the highest power is held by the people and is usually used through representatives. Third thing is a political unit as a nation governed by the people. Fourth thing is belief in or practice of the idea that all people are socially equal. Democracy means rule by the people. The name is used for different form of government where the people can take part in the decisions that affect the way their community is run. In modern times, there are different ways this can be done. The people need to decide about new laws and changes to existing one. Why we need democracy? Why we need democracy points? Why we need democracy rules and regulations? Why we need democracy, exact situations, exact, thoughts, ideas. Democracy explains and helps in maintaining law and order. Democracy helps citizens to choose their leaders to run the government. Democracy provides equal rights among citizens on the basis of caste, religions, and sex. Democracy enhances the quality of decision making and also improves the dignity of citizens. What is the importance? What is the importance of democracy? Cornerstones of democracy include freedom of assembly, association, property rights, freedom of religion and speech, incluences and equality, citizenship, consent of governed, voting rights, freedom from unwarranted governmental deprivation of the right to life and liberty and minority rights. This is the democracy. So, wish you very International Democracy Day. Wish you very happy International Democracy Day. And my warm wishes for all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. The right person who can share and highlight the point of democracy. Yeah, I can see our Gulshan Suman sir has clapped for Advocate Dr. Nupur Dhamija ma'am. So can you, my leaders, see that you are listened by our students in Vietnam? Can you see the classroom? And our one of the future leader, she is waiting. Yes. You are listened and observed by students in Vietnam. And I will, of course, request my honorable leader, our president, Ghulam Rabbani Noyon Bangali, if you are available, please kindly share few words for our future leaders, if it is possible.
Hello, every teacher. Nice to meet all of you today. My name is Nomi Willis. I'm a student in class 4A9 at Bắc Cương Primary School in Lao Cai province in Vietnam. Welcome to a happy International Day of Democracy. Every Vietnam is today. I'm very glad to talk about democracy in my school. Every Vietnamese students come to school in new school year. At school, we still study many things. We your class, we are still our idea during lessons. We study in the best conditions. Our teacher is kind and love us very much. We join experience activities. Most students have scholarships from school. Teachers come to the students' house to encourage them to school. I love my school and my teacher very much. Thanks for your listening. Goodbye.
Overwhelmed, superb. Everyone is clapping for you, my student in Vietnam. She is in grade 4, class 4, student of class 4. So I want to know from my leader, president of School of Leadership in the United States of America, Ghulam Rabbani Noyon, please share your views. And you can see the classroom has joined many students in the classroom. I can see them very clearly. So how is your feeling? How is your guidance? And what is your motto to build the leadership club in school? Can you please share, my honorable leader, Ghulam Rabbani Noyon from USA?
Thank you, Munira Sultana. I'm so happy to see all these young chaps who will be the leader of future. And I'm really impressed that from Vietnam, lots of students that joined. And now here in this meeting room, I think more than 20 leaders from around the world. And that is really impressive that just now we heard a voice from 4th grade students. And in this celebration of International Day of Democracy. So this is very important, so that it's an art. This is really very an art of our leadership. And you know, leadership is the function of effectiveness and efficiency. So we need to create efficient leaders for effectiveness in future. So this is a perfect time in the classroom. So what we need to discuss? Should we need to discuss about the democracy, or should we need to discuss about the leadership? So this is really very important. So democracy is a very complex, I think, system of work. But on the other hand, leadership is very beautiful, thoughtful, and thriving word. So my feelings is that we need to create our future leader. Look, they're laughing. They have a great fun. They are enthusiasm. So this is our spirit. And I feel honored, and at the same time, I want to salute you, especially from the teacher who arranged such a wonderful program, because definitely she invited them to join this program, these students, and they are learning from us how we are talking. They are learning from us what we are thinking, and they are observing our what is called. They are observing our vision, and definitely we want to accomplish our vision through their leadership. So I'm very happy to see this wonderful classroom, and at the same time wonderful celebration event, and definitely it will continue. Munira, okay, you can proceed. I think I'm learning lots of things from different from different leaders from different arenas.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. It's our pleasure and blessings to learn from you, my dearest honorable leader from United States of America, who is the organizer, the president of Leadership School of America. And to remind you all, he is also the founder and the chairman of Deshir TV USA Inc. in America. Can you see her leadership skills? He is building leadership in his schools, guiding people, helping people, and establishing human rights. I am so proud of you, Ghulam Rabbani Noyan Bangli, the president of School of Leadership, Deshir TV USA Inc. Thank you so much. So can we connect HRS Duchess Dr. Winfred from Kenya? Ma'am, can you please come online? I have spotlighted your screen, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm excited to be part of this forum, and especially the very timely discussion on the International Democracy Day. I'm excited to give my contributions, and it is very timely talking about democracy because we just had our presidential elections, and I witnessed how the citizens exercise their democratic right to choose their preferred leader. But one thing I would want to highlight is distorted democracy. When people deliberately choose a leader and then immediately they start complaining about the person that they chose. That means that there is lack of information, and people are yet to be educated about what democracy is all about, so that even when they set to choose their leader, they are well informed, even when they are exercising their democratic rights. When we talk about democracy, we are talking about
Sorry about technical error.
Or citizens the rights. They have rights to. They have a right to choose their leaders, to hold their government leaders accountable. They have a right to participate in decision making of the country in all areas. So democracy is very important in our day to day, because when the public are given a choice, they hold themselves, they put themselves in a platform where they can protect their rights, their civic rights, and they also, it doesn't stop there. They also have a right to hold their leaders accountable to the promises they make. So I want to thank the conveners of this meeting, and especially inviting me to participate. And I want to be more proactive in future in as far as the organization is all about. And thank you very much for this opportunity, and welcome. Involve me in your future, and I will be able to contribute my ideas and interventions. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. And can I please welcome our keynote speaker, Joanal Abidin, the Executive Director of School of Leadership. He is here all the way from United States of America. Can we please give him a great brand clap? Welcome, sir. How are you today? And please share your vision, direction, and guidance for democracy on this International Democracy Day. Connecting you, our Joanal Abidin, sir, from USA. Welcoming you, sir.
Good morning, everybody. And Sorry, I'm joining a bit late because it's in the early morning in the United States. Our president, Dr. Ghulam Nabi Noyan, already spoke. And but I was hearing and watching your speeches from around the globe. As you know, in 2007, United Nations with the International Parliamentary Union adopted 15 September as the Democracy Day to be observed. From 2007 onward, every 15 September is being observed as a Democracy Day. But in practice, basically, you know, there are a lot of, you know, discrepancies. Can you hear me? I think that, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, very clearly. And we are on live.
Okay, I don't know, here my picture a bit freezed. Anyway, if you hear, then I can continue. So, what really happening around the globe in democracy, we should speak very freely and very, you know, truthfully. Many democratic countries, you know, practice democracy in their own country, but in fact, they're disturbing democracies in many countries. So, great democratic country like United States, United Kingdom, Germany, France, and India, Bangladesh's neighboring country. Many countries practicing democracy for hundreds of years. Even in India, they are practicing democracy more than 70 years. I mean, as a Bangladeshi, though I am living in United States now, we are also in jeopardy, if you say about democratic norms. You know, in 1971, we fought against the Pakistanis for not being upholding, not being honored the democracy in our country. But again, you know, democracy is not being practiced. Democracy is not being properly practiced in our country as well as many other countries. And unfortunately, we know that United States, United Kingdom, though they are wonderful democracy in their home country practicing, that disturbing many democracies. Recently, we came to know a wonderful speech by the United States Senator, Bernie Sanders, the great senator of the United States, was talking about United States wrongdoing with Chile, with Iran, with many other countries. And he was talking about in 1956, when a democratically elected Prime Minister of Iran, Mohammad Mossadegh, was toppled from their office. And he was truly democratically elected. And Bernie Sanders questioned United States doctrine about Iranian policy by which they installed, you know, Reza Shah Pahlavi, the king of Iran at that time. That was a brutal, that was undemocratic rulers at that time. And he killed thousands of Iranians. And after that, you know, in 1979, the revolution in Iran by Ayatollah Khomeini, and it was a total anti-West, as far as United States or Western countries are concerned, this was a total blunder for the United States doctrine, and it has gone against the democracy. So again in Chile, you know, Salvador Allende was toppled, and they put one Pinochet, General Pinochet, who was one of the most dangerous and most brutal ruler in the United in Chile, in the South American countries. So there are many instances he has given, and even in I can give my country. Say, for example, to be very frank and free, India supported our liberation war in 1971, and with their help, we have gained our independence. You know, Bangladesh is 180 million people living in our country. We are, in terms of population, is the 18th largest country in the world. Yes, India is second largest after China. But what really happening in last 2 decades, or you say 1.5 decade, I mean 15 years in Bangladesh, in the name of democracy, we are practicing basically a fascist regime. Unfortunately, to be very frank, India is supporting this government, and India is not supporting us to practice democracy. Our people is not cannot give their vote. You know, in 2018, there was no vote. Even it was done by the fortnight vote. It's called a midnight vote. Sorry, it's midnight vote. So, especially my friends in India, I have a lot of friends in India. You are practicing wonderful democracy. We salute your democracy. Whatever people are supporting, we have to support that regime or that political party, whatever. But if you are not allowing people to vote, to choose, then it is not a democracy. In the name of democracy, it is a fascism. It is a one-party rule, authoritarian rule, whatever you say. And again, vote is not the democracy. Is only single part of democracy. There should be a rule of law. It should be secular. It should be you should have the liberty to talk. You know, the media is print, electronic, virtual, whatever media we say, it should be practiced, and it should be freely exercised. Every actions of a being as a human being, and above all, the human rights must be upheld. Munira, is my time is over?
Yes, sir, you can share, not an issue.
Okay, so next 1 minute, I'll complete my time. So these are all my observation. My observation might be countered by any other observations. And I again talking about the democracy, the people around the world, you should share. I know many of them even cannot share freely. That is also, we must address. The School of Leadership, founded by my friend, Dr. Ghulam Rabbani, we will do in future a lot of things. We'll try to give not only the leadership, but also the practice of democracy. And we must know the practice, what kind of democracy being practiced in United States, what sorts of democracy being practiced in other democratic world. But in my term, we must appreciate and we must know the democratic process around the world. So I'm not taking any more time. You have a lot of speakers are talking about everything, and especially in democracy. Hope to join you next time. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot. What a great, wonderful. Yes, thanks a lot, our Ghulam Rabbani Noyon, for clapping. Yes, Nikhat Ahmed ma'am, Gulshan Kumar, sir, our Caroline ma'am, our HRS Duchess, Dr. Winfred from Kenya, our Hayat Hasni Professor ma'am from Tunisia. All of you have clapped for Joinal Abedin sir. Thank you so much. And as you can see, we are on live both on YouTube, and I am uploading also your speeches. Yes, Benedicta ma'am from Nigeria, she has clapped. Minmin Pe ma'am from Myanmar. She is clapping. Professor Dr. Suraya Banu, I can see your live screen. You are on live. Welcoming, ma'am. And Khaled Qasim sir in Jordan. He is writing, he is pointing out each of your speech in Jordan because he is the president and great leader in Jordan. For yes, sir, I can see you are smiling. He is working in many great organizations. Thanks, sir. Thanks for noting the points of our leaders. And can we please, yeah, I can see Rain Casofia from Philippines. I can see your face. She is so enthusiastic. The teacher, volunteer leader in Philippines. Thanks for your enthusiastic spirit in Philippines and joining leaders in Philippines. Thank you. And can I please welcome Professor Dr. Suraya Banu ma'am. Can you share your democratic position in India? We have a lot of speakers and leaders from India. Yes. I have spotlighted your screen, ma'am. Please deliver your great lecture. Thank you, Professor Suraya Banu.
Very good evening to all. This is Professor Dr. Suraya Banu from Bhilai-Nagar, Chhattisgarh. I am working as an assistant professor in computer science since last 30 years and also Global Peace Brand Ambassador. Today, I want to deliver my speech on democracy and leadership. As Abraham Lincoln said, as I would not be a slave, so I would not be a master. This expresses my idea of democracy. Whatever differs from this to the extent of the difference is not democracy. The ballot is stronger than bullet. Elections belongs to the people, and he also said money will cease to be master and become the servant of humanity. Democracy will rise superior to the money power. As WHO, according to WHO, democracy, in the words of Abraham Lincoln, said, democracy is a rule of the people, for the people, and by the people. It means that democracy is a form of government in which the rulers are elected by the people. The citizens of the country elect the government to rule the country, and elected government work for the welfare of the people. Democracy is not just the right to vote, but is a great system which many nations in the world use. As Aristotle said, democracy arose from man's thinking that if they are equal in any respect, they are equal absolutely. Democracy explains and helps in maintaining law and order. Democracy helps citizens to choose their leaders to run the government. Democracy provides equal rights among the citizens on the basis of caste, religion, and sex. It enhances the quality of decision making and also improves the dignity of citizens. The main principle of democracy are citizens' participation, equality, political tolerance, accountability, transparency, regular, free and fair elections, economic freedom, control of the abuse of power. As Kofi Annan, former Secretary General of United States, said, education is a human right with immense power to transform. On its foundation rests the cornerstones of freedom, democracy. Now I want to focus on the characteristics of democracy: elected representative, civil liberties, independent judiciary, organized opposition party, rule of law. Citizens in a democracy have not only the right but also the responsibility to participate in the political system. As Nelson Mandela said, democracy and human rights are inseparable. We cannot have the one without the other. And he also said an educated, enlightened, and informed population is one of the surest ways of promoting the health of a democracy. Democratic leadership is one of the most effective leadership styles. This is because it allows lower level employees to exercise the authority they will need to use wisely in future positions. In the words of Lal Bahadur Shastri, our second Prime Minister of India, true democracy or the The Swaraj of the masses can never come through untruthful and violent means. Now I want to focus democratic leadership. They include participative leadership, shared leadership, open book management, democratic management, and participative decision making. The impact of democratic leadership, a democratic management style can improve our culture of employee engagement, commitment, and job satisfaction. This leadership style also leads to deeper relationship, specifically between the democratic leader and their team members. This is accomplished by building trust and respect. The challenges or disadvantages of democratic leadership are it can create negative emotion, it can lead to procrastination, it offers an element of continuing uncertainty, it is often poorly defined, it does not guarantee the best possible solution. As our Prime Minister, Honorable Sri Narendra Modi ji said, a son of a poor man is standing in front of you today. This is the strength of our democracy. Now I conclude, advantages of democratic leadership include creating people job satisfaction and encouraging innovation and creative solution to organizational issues and problems. Active and engaged citizens, inclusive and equitable society, free and franchise elections. We get to stand for election and choose who makes decision on our behalf. Democratic leadership encourages participation by fostering feelings of involvement and inclusion. Team members are made to feel more important by having their concern heard. They feel more valued and integrated into an organization. Cornerstones of democracy include freedom of assembly, association, property rights, freedom of religion and speech, inclusiveness and equality, citizenship, concept of governed voting rights, freedom from unwanted governmental deprivation of the right to life and liberty and minority rights. At last, I want to share nice thoughts said by Winston S. Churchill. The best argument against democracy is a 5-minute conversation with the average voter. And he also said, success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts. Thank you. Thanks a lot, ma'am.
Wonderful. Wow. Yeah. Our honorable leader, Gulshan Suman sir, our honorable leader, Caroline ma'am. They are clapping for you, ma'am. And Min Min Pe ma'am from Myanmar. Also clapping for you, Professor Dr. Suraya Banu. How beautiful, how informative. And you have pointed out and highlighted seriously. Nikhat ma'am has clapped for you, Professor Hayat Hasni ma'am from Tunisia. And yeah, I can see you, HRS Duchess Dr. Winfred from Kenya. All are clapping for you, ma'am, Professor Dr. Suraya Banu. We are so proud of you. Yes, seriously. And I want to connect now. The beautiful lady. She is, I don't know how to praise her. May Allah help me to praise her. She is the leader in India, and she is so great in her work. She is all the time active, all the time leading our future leaders. Let me all, please, I'm requesting all to give a grand clap for Caroline ma'am in India. I'm spotlighting you, ma'am. Thank you for joining us. School of Leadership feels proud of you, our honorable leader, Caroline. Please share your democratic voice.
Thank you so much for having me. It's an honor. The speakers have wonderfully spoken and as well as highlighted about the importance of having a democracy into your lives, in each of our lives. So I will be, sharing more about it. Also, I would like to apologize to one of the professors who spoke about the importance of having freedom in the country in Bangladesh. Hopefully, the leaders of our country is able to do justice, support your country, to have the freedom of voting in your country. And I'm so happy to see the students are also taking part because it's very important for them to witness such events and listening to the leaders, how they're discussing. I would like to thank the teacher from Vietnam, Dr. Lu Tu An, or how do you pronounce it? So I think that's a very good move that you introduce your students to having a sitting with the leaders discussing. You know, it's a privilege for me to be amidst all of you intellectuals, and listening to you is always a delight. And there are so many people that I just got to know today. But yeah, I think I'm a little bit familiar with Dr. Gulden because we have been doing and throwing on Facebook. Yeah, this is, yeah. Okay, I think.
Yes, thank you so much. Yes, have you
so
finished
much.
or you want to talk, ma'am?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So thank you so much. I won't be taking much time. I am Caroline, Razule Caroline Sorino. I work for a research organization as the national coordinator and national media coordinator, and also work as a soft skill teacher, a soft skill trainer, as well as a language teacher and a phonetician, professional phonetician. Thank you so much for having me. Have a wonderful time.
Wonderful, great. So now, I might be wrong, but yeah, thanks, Professor Dr. Suraya Banu. She is clapping for Caroline, ma'am. So here, we will have leader also from United Kingdom. She is here. Can you all see her on the screen, named as iPhone? Yeah, ma'am. I am spotlighting you all the way from United Kingdom, our leader, Jyotirmoy Thakur. I'm proud of you. So I'll request you to deliver your greatest speech for International Democracy Day, both in English and both in Bangla if possible, because I haven't heard your Bangla speech. And here we have leaders also from Bangladesh, Ghulam Rabbani Noyan, the president of the School of Leadership, our Joynal Abedin sir, executive director of the School of Leadership. They are from Bangladesh, but living in USA. Sorry. Whenever I can see iPhone is written as the name, I feel so happy, because trust me, when she speaks, the world is stopped. Seriously. So put your hands together and welcome our Jyotirmoy Thakur ma'am from United Kingdom. Here we have the mighty great lady, our leader. Thank you, Min Min Pei ma'am, for clapping for our leader.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone. Namaskar. And let's speak today on a great thing is why do we celebrate Democracy Day? Why do we celebrate Democracy Day? India is the oldest democracy, and United States is the largest democracy. So great collaboration from the oldest democracy and Indian speaking to the largest democracy of the world. Now, Democracy Day marks the day the military handed over the power to an elected civilian government in 1999, marking the beginning of the longest continuous civilian rule since Nigeria's independence from the colonial rule in 1960. It is a tradition that has been held annually beginning in the year 2000. International Day of Democracy is held on September 15th and is held on the same date every year and tends to have a theme. An example of a previous year's theme was democracy and conflict prevention, that is for harmony. The International Day of Democracy is celebrated around the world, and it celebrates the freedom of all people in every way with equality despite their status. It was established through a resolution passed by the UN General Assembly in 2007, encouraging governments to strengthen and consolidate democracy. The 2019 theme for Democracy Day was participation, which we are doing here. This year's International Day of Democracy is an opportunity to recall that democracy is about people, for the people, and by the people. Democracy is built on inclusion, equal treatment, and participation. And it is a fundamental building block for peace, sustainable development, and human rights. So International Day of Democracy is an annual day that has been running for 10 years continuously. It is a United Nations Day of Observation. The purpose of the day is to review the state of democracy in the world and uphold and promote democracy and its principles. The day was founded on the 20th anniversary of the first international conference of the new or restored democracies, which promoted global democracy. On the day, individuals and organizations of all kinds work together for democracy and hold events to raise awareness of democracy, including conferences, discussions, and debates, as well as press conferences and publicity campaigns through distribution of leaflets, posters, flyers, often with the UN logo on them. Major events to commemorate the day are held at UN headquarters. Democracy and human rights are closely linked, and UN covenants on these matters are to the fore on this observation day. Democracy is a state where the people have rights, especially to vote for and elect their government and regulation from among themselves, rather than being controlled by a government over whom they have no right of dissent, election, or protest. Lack of democracy can lead to lack of rights or a voice, and this impacts on human rights as set out by the UN. Why is International Day of Democracy celebrated? You will ask. That is the reason. Now, what are the basic principles of democracy? We all know that, but I'm repeating it. The basic principles of democracy are liberty, equality, and justice. United Nations democracy is based on these three principles. Now, what is democracy in simple words? We are all very learned people here, but still, I just want to reiterate and remind you all. It is government by the people, especially rule of the majority, a government in which the supreme power is vested in the people and exercised by them directly or indirectly through a system of representation, usually involving periodical held free elections, a political unit that has a democratic government. What is democracy in short? That was the simple term, by the people, for the people, of the people. Now let's see, what is it in short? It is a system of government in which laws, policies, leadership, and major undertakings are directly or indirectly decided by the people, a group generally understood to include all, nearly all adult citizens. So we all know that the rule of the majority, a government in which the supreme power is vested in the people and exercised by them directly or indirectly through the representation and held periodical. Now, what are the basic principles of democracy? We all know that. Well, democracy is a form of government in which rulers elected by the people take all the major decisions. Election offers a choice and fair opportunity to the people to change the current rulers. The choice and opportunity is available to all the people on an equal basis without discrimination. Which country is known as the cradle of democracy? I think we all know that. Athens is often regarded as the birthplace of democracy and remains an important reference point for democracy. The ancient Greeks were first to create a democracy. The word democracy comes from two Greek words that mean demos, people, kratos, rule. So when people rule. Now, who is the father of democracy? Cleisthenes. Although this Athenian democracy would survive only 2 centuries, its invention by Cleisthenes, the father of democracy, was one of the ancient Greece's most enduring contributions to the modern world. The Greek system of direct democracy would pave the way for representative democracies across the globe. Which country is the oldest democracy? San Marino. It claims to be the oldest constitution republic in the world, founded on 3 September 301 by Marinus of Rapp, a Christian stonemason fleeing the religious persecution of Roman Emperor Diocletian. Now, what are the three types of democracy? Different types of democracy: direct democracy, representative democracy, constitutional democracy. Monetary democracy, which is true of democracy, which is true. Democracy is the form of government when the rulers are elected by the people. Democracy is suitable for large countries with wide diversities, because then unity will be there among the diversity. Democracy is most suitable to accommodate social diversities. Democracy doesn't create social division among political parties. Which country is known as the house of direct democracy? The pure form of direct democracy exists only in the Swiss cantons of Appenzell, Innerrhoden, and Glarus. The Swiss Confederation is a semi-direct democracy, which means representative democracy with strong instruments of direct democracy. What is the freest country in the world? The index rate countries shows on a scale from 10, that is the freest, to 0, least free. In 2012, the freest country regions were New Zealand, 8.8, Switzerland, 8.82, Hong Kong, 8.81. Least free were Syria, Venezuela, and Yemen. How many countries in the world are currently democracies? Akin to Human Development Index, but centrally concerned with political institutions and freedom, the index attempts to measure the state of democracy in 167 countries and territories, of which 166 are sovereign states and 164 are UN member states. Now, being an Indian, I'm just going to tell you who is the father of democracy in India. Mahatma Gandhi, de facto, father of the nation. B.R. Ambedkar, father of Republic of India. Father of modern India, Raja Ram Mohan Roy. And father of, I would say, modern India in father of linguistic democracy is Poti Sriramulu. So I have spoken from various viewpoints, global viewpoint, and now as an Indian. Now, I think I've spoken enough on democracy and the International Day. So I've said my part, so I take rest and let others speak on democracy. Thank you so much for listening to me spellbound.
Wonderful. And here I wanna, I can see a lot more hands clapping. Tunisia, Hayat Haj Khalil ma'am. Dr. Kalpana Dikshit, Professor Hayat Hasni from Tunisia, Nikhad Ahmed ma'am, and Khaled Qasim sir, Gulshan Soman sir, all are, Jessica ma'am, everyone is clapping. Professor Suraya Banu is clapping. Wow. And our honorable president, yes, HRS Duchess, Dr. Winfred from Kenya. She's also clapping for you, my honorable leader. Can I listen one sentence in Bangla from you, if possible?
I'm not very good, Monchul. I'm not very good at all. I would rather spoil the language if I speak in it. But Vishwan Dhanyavad for asking me to speak. I would rather thank all the people. Vishwan Dhanyavad.
Okay. So she has our Jyotirmoy Thakur has joined from United Kingdom. As you can see, she cannot speak Bangla. I was wrong.
I can, but very bad.
Okay. Okay. So let me welcome our leader, President Ghulam Rabbani Noyan Bangali from USA. He wants to share some great views on democracy, on leadership, and how. I want to request my leader that how our leaders, our students, our future leaders and teachers, intellectual, they can be benefited from this platform, from your organization, School of Leadership, they share TV USA. My honorable leader requesting you to please share your views. Ghulam Rabbani Noyan from USA.
Thank you, Monira. I spoke 2 times, so I think I want to hear more speeches from different speakers. I want to my closing remarks, because I don't want to say more, because I want rather to hear. I want to hear more. I want to learn more. So leadership, this is today we are observing International Day of Democracy. So democracy is important for leaders. I told you earlier. So leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something you want done because he wants to do it. That means leadership, it doesn't mean that I want to do by myself everything. Leadership means we will do all together. We'll march all together. Our executive director, Mr. Jarnal, he already mentioned what crisis we are facing, especially in Bangladesh. So leadership means you have to speak. You have to utter your voice. That means you have to share your pain. Otherwise, if you don't want to share your pain, that is, I want to share my pain, what is happening in Bangladesh. So we expect from you that what is happening in your country without any fear. Because if we think that if we only discuss very much intellectually, at the same time, more literature rather than practical view, so we cannot get any solution. So we are here to solve. We are here to go forward. We are here to listen. What is the mechanism to overcome all sorts of problems? So a true leader has the confidence to stand alone, the courage to make tough decisions, and the companion to listen to the needs of others. So please raise your voice. And here, this is the platform. We want democracy. We want to see our democracy in the organization. At the same time, we want to see democracy in our own country. So I think I'm done for today because I want to learn from you. And at the same time, how we can work together. Please give some suggestion. Then how and what will be modality of work and how we can talk freely and how we can talk very frankly each other. That okay, what's happening in Jordan, what's happening in Myanmar, and why India is very oldest democracy, but why they are suffering a lot. So this is our views and how to solve and how to work together. Okay, thank you, Monira. Keep continue. It doesn't mean that today is the last day to talk. Democracy forever. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, leader. I have a question, just one.
Sure. What's your question? Establishment of democracy in many countries by the organization Deshet TV USA. You are going to launch your special program. So can you please guide us, our honorable leader, Ghulam Rabbani? Actually, I can't hear you full question. Yeah.
Okay. The question is, you are going to launch a special program for democracy. So can you please guide us that how our Deshet TV USA can be helpful for both leadership program and democracy and establishment of democracy, raising voice, connecting people? What do you want to do with Deshet TV USA?
Okay, so do you want to know about our television channel? So this is actually social satellite channel.
Yes.
And we will telecast from USA, and our channel is based on our community leaders. So we want to raise our voice, we want to talk, we want to listen, and we want to broadcast. So this is it is very normal that School of Leadership will operate, and our media wings will work by this channel. So this channel is a tool, what we can use for our branding or for our campaigning. So we are waiting for this. So that means this is a virtual world, and we have a lots of opportunity to utilize everything. And Deshet channel is also a part of this tool. It is not an exceptional anything else, and it is very normal and very common item. Just it is a part of School of Leadership and a media wings of School of Leadership. So I think you can use this tool for this organization and to tag everybody, and every organization can be a part of this media. And our media and our channel, they are ready to broadcast your views, your opinions, and I think you can arrange talk show with them, and not always a Zoom meeting, and you can talk with every single leader, and then for a 1 hour program with any leader, and then you can broadcast, then you can telecast. I think this is a very normal thing. It doesn't mean that it's a very exceptional channel. So you can use this tool through this your School of Leadership platform. Do you want to hear more, or it's okay?
That's really great, and actually to hear from our honorable great leader, from president of you. As you see, School of Leadership, the logo behind of me, the background of mine, it is his initiative. It is his dream project to help people to build leadership programs in his school. And you know that he's helping a lot of people, even in USA, even in other countries, innumerable people, even those who are in need of help. I know him personally. He's a great leader. Thanks a lot for this collaboration. Thanks for all your efforts and contributions. Thank you. So now this is, Professor Hayat Hasni, ma'am, from Tunisia. It is your time to speak from Tunisia. The leader, she is going to speak for the democratic position in Tunisia. Professor Hayat Hasni, ma'am.
Greetings from Tunisia. This is Professor Hayat Hasni. I am a global teacher and trainer and translator. I teach English in a primary school and students also in university. I did many things in the field of education. So I'm educator. I will talk about democracy in my school, in my classroom, my community. So in general, the United Nations General Assembly decided to celebrate the International Day of Democracy in 2007 on September 15. This is to affirm the right of every citizen to participate in the procedures of democratic self-government and defining human rights, as most countries describe themselves as democracies. So democracy is one of the universal core principles and values of the United Nations. Among the foundation of democracy is respect of human rights, a fundamental freedoms, in addition to holding periodic and fair elections. In addition to respecting the economic, social, and cultural rights that cover the rights of a group, I mean, people, a person with special needs, person with disabilities, and minorities, with a fair distribution of wealth, equality, equity, in civil and political rights for all. So for me as educator, I will talk about democracy in my classroom. Since the beginning of the year, every student in my classroom knows his rights and duties. So well, I give importance of classroom management because the role of teacher in modern classroom has changed from being a controller and organizer to being a facilitator and guide. Now teachers learn to have more initiatives and responsibility. They can control their learning process. Teachers should focus on classroom management, classroom rules, discipline, and behavior to facilitate students' learning opportunity. So equity and equality in the classroom should be for all students, because we can find students with different abilities, with different backgrounds, cultural. They can come from some countries near to Tunisia or from foreign countries. So we should teach our students since an earlier age about leadership and democracy, because democracy for me is rights. Democracy is same thing for me. So when they learned in good atmosphere in the classroom, they are equal, they learn together, they learn from each other and the teacher, for example, I build a good relationship with them, because especially when I know about them everything, I can teach them, I can know about their intelligences, about their abilities. I involve them in many national and international projects. They interact with each other, they interact with others from other countries. I learned them values and also how to interact with others, how to respect each other in the classroom or outside. So really, I love my job, and my students became really leaders, not audience. They did miracles. You know, maybe because I was born and raised in an educated family, so really educators are very, very important in society. They are role models for, we are role models for learners, and every human being in society has a role and value, but the teacher really plays the biggest role in society. Maybe I can say that teachers are also like fathers and mothers to the learners. They give them advice in their lives, guiding them and planting in them the seed of good morals. But this goal is not achieved unless the teacher has the ability to communicate with his learners that makes them trust him. So we should let our students trust us. Building a good relationship with them also can help me in my in the process, teaching process as well. Yes, I am so proud to be a teacher. I am so proud to have my learners grow and grow. And we have just been awarded the national and the European prestigious quality level for projects which the aims coincide with sustainable development, peace, and also 21st century skills. That's all. I'm sorry for the noise.
Thank you.
Sorry.
No
welcome. Yeah. Thank you for having me today. And if we talk about education, I have a lot to talk about, and maybe one day I will join with my students and they will also talk.
No problem, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day. Bye.
Okay, so Caroline ma'am, Professor Suraya Banu ma'am, all have shared their clapping, and Nikhat Ahmed ma'am, all the way from India, she has joined. So ma'am, please unmute yourself and share about your organization, the Life Garage, how you want to develop leadership and develop democracy in India. Hayat Haj Khalil ma'am, thanks for clapping. And let us all welcome Nikhat Ahmed ma'am. Please share your views, ma'am, on the democracy, on International Democracy Day, welcoming you from School of Leadership USA program, ma'am. Thank you.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Thank you so much, Monira, for this warm welcome. Good evening, all the leaders who are here today. And Monira, please allow me to share my screen.
Yes, yes, please share. Yes, yes, now please try. Ms. Nikhat Ahmed is the founder of Life Garage. I think I don't know much about that, but I know she's a great trainer in India. Please share your work, ma'am, and kindly share how you can develop leadership program and democracy. Thank you, ma'am.
My pleasure. Welcome, everyone. First of all, from my side on this special day of international democracy. And first of all, I want to introduce myself, as I am a corporate trainer, keynote speaker, NLP master practitioner, author, work and life designing coach, and founder of the Life Garage. These are some information about me, and a little bit I want to share about my organization, which is the Life Garage. I'm on the mission to help working professionals to make their life better. I want to develop leadership qualities in them, and I want to help them to make their life perfect, personal and professional both. I want to work on their mental health also, as I am a life coach, certified life coach, and I studied from American Institute of Modern Applied Psychology, and I am still a student of psychology, and I am a lifelong learner, and I have a vision to work globally with the leaders, with the working professional, with the business people who are struggling in their life with their goals, their dreams, so they can, how they can achieve in a certain way, what are their realistic goals and how they can achieve in an easy way. I can make, I can help them, I can make their roadmap. And this was all about my organization. I want to help them in work-life balance. Now we'll come on the International Day of Democracy. I'm happy to join this community first. Monira, thank you so much for the opportunity, and thank you so much for the opportunity to speak on this special day. As all have discussed various things about democracy, and we all know all the basics, so I don't need to share, I feel. But the thing I believe that still students, children, and the females, the women, are struggling in the democratic country, in various democratic country. I'm not talking about all the democratic country, but still there are many democratic country where people are struggling. They don't have right, even they have, so they are not aware about that. And I feel that we should work on that internationally, so that they can aware about their rights. What are their rights? Sorry, I must say that democracy says that you have right to speak, you have right to live your own life according to your principles. But there are certain female women who are struggling in that. They are still facing domestic violence we see in the world. And I feel we must work on that. There are kids, there are children who are struggling in the leadership quality. They don't have right to speak in their own families even. So we need to work on that. We need to work on the school models where students are studying. And like I believe, I feel personally, I have seen various schools, various colleges where students are very scared. They're not open up. Why they are not opening up? Because they didn't get the environment, that environment from the school. Teachers don't tell them to be open, to tell people. They're not creating that kind of environment in the classes. As I take many sessions, so as Ghulam Rabbani sir said that we should work, we should collaborate. So I must say that we should collaborate on this page, sir, because in my opinion, even I feel that everyone should be agree with me that it happens in the schools. We always underestimate our students. We always feel they just need to focus on study, but we are not giving them the practical examples. We are not giving them the practicality about the world, about democracy. Even there are many students who don't know about democracy. What is democracy? Even they are living in the democratic country. So why such things are not happening in the schools? Why such things are not happening in our institutions? As I was talking about females also, women, they are not aware about their rights. Why it is happening in our societies? So we need to work on that, as if we want a fully democratic country. So it is important to empower female in our society. And why I'm talking about just female, because the a quote which I believe personally, that success without democracy is improbable, but democracy without women is impossible. And I strongly believe in this quote, which is written by Madeline, and really it is true. So we must collaborate on the same page. So we must empower our women, and even I don't believe that women need any empowerment. They just need awareness. They are empowered enough because God made them like that. They just need awareness about themselves, about their rights, and they can do wonders in their lives. As we can see, the New Zealand's Prime Minister, she is a lady with grace, and I like that woman most because I heard it about, I didn't know about the New Zealand, but I heard the news that during the COVID, that was the first country which became COVID free. And their prime minister was female, and she took such steps to make their country COVID free. And that became the first country, COVID free country. So women can do wonders if they are aware about the things. So I always believe, and I must say that we should work on that. Our kids and women are the area where we need to work more. And thank you so much for listening me. Just because of time doesn't allow me to speak more about the things. So thank you so much, and bye from me. Thank you, Munira.
Thank you. Thanks a lot, Honorable Great Leader. Our Nikhat Ahmed ma'am has joined from India. And let you all remind one information that right now you are projected on the biggest screen in Vietnam. I have seen the class in Vietnam now. I have seen how attentively our students are listening to you. I have shared that classroom picture in our messenger group. You can see the students are listening and learning from you. Can you believe it? You are joining from different country and they are learning from the school class, the leadership, the democracy. And you, the leader, you, the guide, you, the teacher of this international platform, that is School of Leadership. I'll share this classroom picture, and I bet that you will love it. They are the future leaders, that they are grabbing your leadership skills on this international platform. Thanks a lot, Ms. Nikhat Ahmed ma'am, for joining. And now I want to welcome the personality, Gulshan Suman sir from India, another remarkable great leader. He is a singer. He has sang song for our program, sang song for our leaders, our students. Gulshan Suman sir, we have craving also to listen to your song, sir. Please share your democratic voice, and I will share that how beautifully our students are listening. You will be loving, seriously. Sincere and utmost gratitude to our honorable leader, Dr. Lu Tu An ma'am in Vietnam. And Min Min Pe ma'am, I will be connecting you soon after Gulshan Suman sir. Gulshan Suman sir, here you are. I'm spotlighting you, sir. Warm welcome.
Hello, everyone. Munira has told some.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let me tell you, basically, I'm a Joint General Manager working in Airports Authority of India. I'm looking after the ATC, Air Traffic Control part. And side by side, I'm giving training to the fellow air traffic controllers on how to deal with the stress. As you all may be knowing that air traffic control is most stressful job in the world. So for last around, you can say 10-15 years, I've been giving my presentation on stress management, and during the lockdown period, I was invited to give presentation on how to deal with the stress during lockdown situation, because that was the time which was difficult for each and everybody. So I gave presentation to my fellow ATC controllers, and during that time, because I'm a musician and singer also, I made a song on the Corona Warriors, and that song became a hit song, and it was liked by many viewers in YouTube. So other because I mean my passion is about the music only. Although I'm by profession I'm an air traffic controller, so my passion is for music, and since childhood I've been pursuing music. And in addition to this, I've been giving presentations on the stress management and other time management, like this different topics. And I also got the opportunity to I have my senior officer who has been working on the nutritions. So I've been giving presentations on nutritions to my fellow colleagues in Airports Authority of India, and wherever I go, I take my laptop and give presentation whenever there are 10-15 people are around me. So it has helped during the lockdown situation, as you might have seen that there was a time when we came to know there is no vaccine, there is no medicine, there is nothing, no treatment available. So we have treated many people with the nutrition, proper nutrition, and we got the applause for that. So I don't want to add anything more, because the topic of today is the democracy. So this is the International Democracy Day. As Lord has been said about the democracy, I would not like to repeat what has already been said. I would like to add few principles of democracy. So there are few principles, and the first one is the sovereign. In short, being sovereign or sovereignty means independent authority of a state. The country has the authority to make all the decisions, whether it be on internal issues or external issues, without interference of any third party. Next principle is the socialist. Being socialist means the country and the government always works for the welfare of people who live in that country. Another principle is the secular. There will be no such thing as a state religion in the democratic country. The country does not make any bias on the basis of religion. Every religion must be the same in front of the law. No discrimination on the basis of someone's religion is tolerated. Everyone is allowed to practice and propagate any religion. They can change their religion at any time. That is the secular. Another part is the republic. In a republic form of government, the head of state is elected directly or indirectly by the people and is not a hereditary monarch. This elected head is also there for a fixed tenure. In India, the head of state is the president, who is indirectly elected and has a fixed term of office, that is for 5 years. Another principle is the democratic. By a democratic form of government means country's government is elected by the people via the process of voting. All the adult citizens in the country have the right to vote to elect the government they want, only if they meet at certain age limit of voting. So these are the few principles of democracy, because this telecast is being listened and viewed by the students also. I would like to, because it has already been said on the International Youth Day, but I want to repeat few points for the students who are watching right now. So there are few qualities of a good leader, like ability to connect with the people. This is one quality. As you know, we live in an endlessly diverse world. Young leaders need to brush up their soft skills so that they are intuitively able to strike a chord with the people they work with. Next quality is sticking to purpose. Young leaders can benefit from learning how to lead with purpose. Doing so will help them garner the respect of their followers as well as navigate the challenges that come along the way. Then comes the accountability. Accountability means good leaders know the accountability is a two-way street. So if they expect their team members to exhibit competence, they must lead by example, not just by words. After all, action speaks louder than the words. Now comes the trust. There is a thin line between inspiring accountability among team members and failing to trust them. This means that once you delegate a task to someone, allow them to execute on their own terms. Young leaders need to understand that trust is everything. Another quality is willingness to step down when needed. Of course, you know it's most difficult task for a leader when the leader is in power. Knowing when to step down is a crucial aspect of good leader. Competent leaders should know when to leave the limelight and to put someone else in charge. Young leaders need to know how to identify instances where letting someone else take the steering wheel makes more sense. Last but not the least, as I pointed out in the last presentations, honest feedback of people. Most people, as we can say, we can see those who failed at the international level in the world, they failed because they cut off the feedback channels. They allowed only positive signals to come to them. They never listened to the negative signals. Rather, they were not aware of what is the negativity the people have told about them. Therefore, it is very important for a leader to create an environment where people give honest feedback. So when they sit and when they sit alone and they reflect on the negative feedback, there is an opportunity for them to improve themselves. So, so how the leader can contribute for the development of word? Young leaders should organize regular social, educational, and spiritually oriented events with the volunteers to maintain a vibrant program. They should establish, support, and appropriate relationships with their members and their families. This is how a true leader can contribute for the development of word. This is what I have to share with you. Thank you.
Wonderful. Hats off. Great to know from you, my leader. Gulshan Suman sir from India. Yes, everyone is clapping for you. I can see that. Great hands joined together for you. Min Min Pe ma'am is here from Myanmar. I have spotlighted you, ma'am. Thanks for your clapping, Hayat Haj Khalil, ma'am, our Caroline, ma'am, and Jyotirmoy Thakur ma'am, Professor Suraya Banu, Minmin Pei, all the great leaders clapping for you, Gulshan Suman sir. Minmin Pei ma'am, please share your great guidance and the democracy in your country, in Myanmar, and how you want to develop leadership, your thoughts and your valuable speech, ma'am. We wanna all listen from you. Thank you. Min Pei ma'am.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. I am Min Pei from Myanmar. I'm the founder of the Right Place Education. In Myanmar, we are fighting for the democracy. And we don't know how is the democracy, the feeling and taste. And I am here all from before professor or country. Professor is they are talking about the real democracy and how they taste it, how they feel it. I can hear from them. Well, thank you so much. And I have a good opportunity to listen so many leaders from so many countries. In Myanmar, why do we need democracy? I think so. The word democracy refer to rules by and by the people. We need democracy for explain and helps in maintaining laws and orders. And democracy helps a citizen to choose their leaders to run the government. Democracy provides equal rights among citizens and the basics, religious and the gender. And also democracy enhances the quality of decision making and also improve the dignity of the citizen and citizenship. Democracy provides a system to deal with the differences and disagreement, and also allow us to correct or the mistaken. And okay, I don't want to tell long conversation, because here we are very fighting for we really need in Myanmar, we need all the people need democracy. And we really want a democracy. Yeah, one day we will get a democracy soon. We are fighting for the democracy for all people of Myanmar. Thank you so much. Thank you for inviting me to this program. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, Min Pei ma'am. Professor Suraya Banu and Caroline ma'am both have clapped for you, and Hayat Haj Khalil ma'am has clapped for you. So I can see another leader from India, Dr. Kalpana Dixit ma'am. Please come on the screen, ma'am. I have spotlighted your screen. Please share your great guidance. Dr. Kalpana Dixit, all the way from India. Please unmute yourself. Dr. Kalpana Dixit ma'am. Thanks for joining. Dr. Kalpana Dixit ma'am, please unmute yourself and share your great guidance on democracy and leadership. Dr. Kalpana Dixit ma'am from India. Dr. Kalpana Dixit ma'am. Yeah, I think you can listen now. Dr. Kalpana Dixit from India. Yes, please unmute ma'am and share your great guidance on democracy.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Munira, for inviting me on such a wonderful day and on such a wonderful topic. I am really feel proud to be here. And I would like to say that democracy and leadership both are connected with each other. A wonderful leader always creates democratic value in their surroundings where they are exist. So there are so many types of concept of leadership. But today, this is the day of, the theme of the day is the freedom of media. That's a very conflicting and confusing question also. Actually, freedom of media or freedom of individual, both are exist in democracy, but how can we utilize that? This is the question. If we are teaching in the classroom, we cannot permit our kids to express some vulgar word, or to we cannot give him or her the freedom of speech if they are using some vulgar or innocent or irrelevant words in the classroom. Like the same way in our surrounding, we are not promoting many democratic practices, because democratic practices or freedom of our rights, they are two different things. If we are considering our right, we must have to think over our duties also. What are our duties? How we inculcate the values in our children? How can we shape our society and community? And what are the bad impact of our communication on others? So we have to consider all these things. So since today is the day of international democracy, and the theme is the freedom of media. So Dr. Munira, would you like to permit me to share my screen? This is only 3 to 4 minute presentation. Can I share my screen, please? Focus on the theme. Dr. Munira? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. You can share. You can share,
ma'am.
You can share.
Are you there, Dr. Munira?
Yes, ma'am. You can share your screen.
That's fine. That's fine. I'm just sharing. My screen is visible to you, everyone?
Yes, ma'am. We can see your screen.
Yeah. The topic of my presentation is the International Day of Democracy, Conceptual Review. Today, September 15, 2022. I am Professor Kalpana Dixit, Research Supervisor, Barkatpur University, Bhopal. And I would like to say that the School of Leadership is really doing excellent to promote this type of days and year, because this type of days, if we celebrate them, they are creating awareness among the people, and they are really get the knowledge what the exactly theme and concept of the day. So this is my first slide. I will go on the second. The International Day of Democracy. Actually, democracy is as much a process as a goal. And only with the full participation and success, we can interact with the international community, national governing bodies, civil society, and individuals. The ideal of democracy be made into a reality. And Article 19 of the Universal Declaration of the Human Rights states, everyone has the right to freedom and expression of this right, including freedom of speech and freedom of life also. Theme of the International Day of the Democracy. This is this year Democracy Day will focus on the importance of media freedom, democracy, peace, and delivering on the Sustainable Development Goal. It is also inclusive in that. Free, independent, and pluralistic media able to keep the public informed on the matter of public interest is a key ingredient of the democracy. It enables the public to make informed decisions and hold governments to keep account of the thing. And when media freedoms are under threat, the flow of information can be skewed off, cut off entirely. So International Day of Democracy is celebrating this year on the theme of freedom of media. If we discuss about the freedom of media, why it is necessary. If the media if the media is accountable to disseminate authentic information and transparent information, then it will be okay. Then I would like to say, what is the importance of freedom of media? Free media promote open discussion of ideas that allows individuals to fully participate in political life making and free exchange of ideas also. And with free media, people will be able to exercise their rights and questioning. This is the top performing social media platform. This is general infographic. I am not going highlighting of any media. This is the general infographic. What are the monthly active users, business users, and ideal platform? Since this is the school of leadership and we have to interact with the students. So the main concept of leadership is that how many countries are democratic? The index attainment measures the state of democracy in 167 countries and territories, of which 166 are sovereign states and 164 are member states. India is the largest democracy in the world. Democracy means government of the people, by the people, and for the people. And the historical concept of democracy is the concept and name of democracy and constitution as a forum of government originated in ancient Athens, circa in 508 BCE. Then what are the characteristics of a democracy? It is a system of government with 4 key elements. Number 1, a system for choosing and replacing the government through free and fair elections, active participation of the people as citizens in political and civil life, protection of the human rights of all citizens, and a rule of law. What are the 4 types of democracy? This is point of view of teachers and students. I am delivering this thing. What are the 4 types of democracy? This is direct democracy, representative democracy, constitutional democracy, and monetary democracy. Fundamental rights of India in Article 12 to 35 of Indian Constitution. I would like to make you all aware. This is the thing, the right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, and cultural and educational rights, right to constitutional remedies. This is my last slide. So being an educator and a responsible person, I would never like to share anything or any concept or any content which can be hurt anybody. So being an educator, I have presented my view only in the form of democracy, in the form of media, and in the form of the students and teachers. So this is the combination, how much liberty one can achieve and how much liberty a government can give. This is the question depend upon the country to country. This is not about restriction to force any country or any citizen to employ any type of democratic practices in their country or in their region, because there is a law and order. So we have to follow that law and order also. And we have to consider so many things. What can be adverse to the country? This is our first priority. I can belong to any country. I'm not talking about only India. If I can belong to any country, our first priority is the patriotism. We have to respect the dignity and respect dignity of our country, and to maintain an international platform and national platform. And we have to inculcate the same value among our students. So whether you can go, whatever practices of government is there, you should follow the rules and laws. Whether you are staying in US, Paris, France, Geneva, New York, or Germany, Australia, anywhere, where if you go for higher career and study, you have to follow and you are bound to follow. So this is my presentation. for all of you, all the wonderful leaders, wonderful teachers, and if they are students directly and indirectly hearing this presentation. And I am again want to thank you all to hear me patiently. Thank you. Thank you each and everyone.
Super, wonderful, and great to share. Great to hear. Great to listen from Honorable Leader Dr. Kalpana Dixit, beautifully, marvelously, and how gracefully she has explained democracy, leadership, and the status, the situation, the freedom of media. Isn't it so? We are so delighted and happy to have you, ma'am, among us. I can see two gentlemen.
Thank you, Dr. Munira. Thank you so much.
Great, sir. And great ma'am, Suraya Professor, our Professor Suraya Banu has clapped for you, Dr. Kalpana Dixit. So I want to welcome Dr. Natividad sir. He has joined from Philippines, and Professor David Morondia sir. I don't know your country name, but warm welcome, sir. So I want to highlight your screen. Yes, sir. Professor David, from where you have joined?
Joining from Abuja, Nigeria.
Nigeria. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thanks for joining. So, yes. Yeah, we are doing great, sir. And thanks for joining on this international platform. I'm connecting our honorable leader from Philippines first, Ernie Natividad, sir. Please unmute your microphone and share your
Hello, madam. I'm sorry I was late. I just I've been in the meeting and just finished now. But I can I still listen and hear the last part of the lecture of our speaker. And I want to commend the good speaker about the discussion regarding the importance of democracy. Thank you, ma'am. Greetings from the Philippines.
Yes, Dr. Ernie Natividad, sir, from Philippines. Do you want to share your country's position, how your country is leading in democracy, and how you want to see the leadership skills in your country? Your view should be shared on this international platform for Philippines, sir. Thank you.
Actually, one of the icon of democracy was once the president of the Republic of the Philippines. That is right after the so-called martial law. During the time of President Cory Aquino, the power of the people, which is democracy, highlighted the freedom of every Filipino to choose what they want, to elect for their leaders. But the sad thing is that it was overused, it was abused by not all the Filipinos, but some groups of the Filipinos. But democracy itself here in the Philippines, we enjoy the freedom of expression, the freedom to choose your religion, the freedom to choose what course do you want to take up, and the freedom to stay away from the things that is not acceptable by your faith, by your culture, and even by your religion. So we enjoy democracy so much, madam, and we continue to protect that freedom. The government itself does many things, including our Human Rights Division here in the Philippines. We still fight for freedom, and this country since 1986 is against the dictatorship of any leader that could lead this country. So by that, thank you so much, madam, for letting us share our experiences, share about our view regarding democracy. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks a lot. A great introduction about the democracy in Philippines. So from Nigeria, how the country is doing, can we know, sir? Yes, thanks for clapping, Khaled Kasim sir, Professor Suraya Banu ma'am. Professor David sir, if you are here, can you share about the condition in Nigeria? Professor David sir was here. I don't know whether he can listen to me. Professor David sir, can you listen to me, please? Yeah. Kalpana Dixit ma'am has written that greetings to you all. Thank you, Kalpana ma'am. Dr. Kalpana Dixit is so active all the time. So I want to connect one person from Philippines now. We didn't listen from her, just to hear from her. Miss Rain Casofia from Philippines, can you share your few words, please, about the country Philippines, as our Eni sir has shared? You are muted, ma'am.
Say hi. Come on, come on. Say hi.
Hi.
Regarding to my discussion yesterday, I think, about the discrimination of our country. The discrimination of our country is a very difficult situations based on my observation, right? And then regarding to my explanation yesterday, I think many people, their own rights to provoke all positive incomes and promotions, especially in our political dynasty. So one of us, we have right to learn, to respect our decisions, to our leaders, and to be systematic, especially for the discriminations effects in the society, especially regarding to our poor educational attainment, and also to our lack of food, things, and the needs, their daily lives, especially poverty. Because we had a lot of people here in the province of, in the Philippines are more in poverty, especially for the different province in the Philippines. We have a lot of people here more in poverty, lack of educations, and also lack of things they need to do. So that is the problem also here in the different province in the Philippines. So I will share it for a little while because I already forgot the yesterday's topic, ma'am. Also about the discrimination, just for the criticism, the judgments and frustration. So we had a lot of people encounter discrimination also, especially for the depressions. Depression is a very, very difficult here in the Philippines because many students encounter depressions. I have encountered some of my friends suicidal because of depression. So before I encountered 3 years depressions based in my personal experience, I don't know what should I going to do, but I never losing my hope. Then I divert I divert my mindset into positive way, how to overcome my depression. So that is a very, very difficult ill in our health regarding that kind of democracy belongs to that kind of discrimination, I mean, then also the depression. So many students here in the Philippines encountered suicidal depressions. So before, I think I better to think that the suicidal is okay, so that that is called immortal sin. Suicidal is not a solution to solve the problem. So regarding that, causes of discrimination, criticism, judgment, and prostrations, these problems are destroy dignity and reputations of the people around us. So we learn to be careful the way we act and talk about the people's lives. So many people here in the Philippines encounter that cases and also that kind of that kind of problems here in the Philippines, especially to the students. Many of the students here in the Philippines attempt suicidal. Last few months ago, my friends chatting me, her cousin attempts suicidal. So she is already died because of suicidal. Suicidal begins from depression. So before I encountered that kind of suicidal, I already experienced that because I will make it in myself. So that is not good. So for now, after 3 years of my depression, I recovered. Then I trust God that everything happens for a reason, but always put our faith to Him because there's nothing impossible. God can help us through. Either we are discriminated person, judgment person, a frustrated person, but we should love ourselves, nothing more than what we think about. Because negativity can destroy our mental illness. Mental illness is the most powerful things in our personality. If you are always think negative, nothing can happen. But if you always think positive, there's nothing impossible, that everything will make shine day by day, and always put God center of all lives. That's all. And then Ma'am Monera, thank you also for inviting me in this in your organization. I never expected this too much. So you can help me to build a lot, especially for this opportunity you give it to me. So I have a lot of things to say. Thank you very much. And also I am a member of Global Academy of Human Excellence, Council of Empowered Lady International. Okay. I think so. The founder is, you know them already. So far, I'm so very grateful for this opportunity. Building up by Ma'am Monera. Ma'am Monera, thank you very much. I can express too much what I really felt for this organization. You build me a lot of things, so I cannot express too much too long how I blessed I am, how I happy I am for this kind of organization, especially for the topic of our democracy, related for the characteristic also of the people around us, so that we can think negative or positive. So we need to balance our life, especially more and positive learnings, more in positive characteristic, more in positive mindset. We do not exist all the negative aspects of life, because negative aspect of lives can give us a depressions, can give us a frustrations. So either we are artists, we are ordinary people, we are professionals, all of that we can encounter depressions. Not only ordinary people, not only professionals, many more, even the children, the students, the teachers, they are encounter depressions. For how come at least after 3 years, I encountered depressions, now I am a survival person. Thank you very much, Ma'am Monera, for this opportunity. And also thank you. I cannot express too long, but my heart can feel very unending happiness, love, and success for my better future. Also, I am a student for the first year student of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Social Studies. So far, by 3rd year and 4th year, I think I can active here so much in our program, because I will focus in my practice in teaching and also for preparing for my graduation. I hope you are there to helping me build up my better future, and I can see you soon brighten like a star in our life. Thank you very much, my dear people who are there for me, who support me, to guide me, to lead me in the right pathway of my successful journey. I'm sorry if I can't answer your question yesterday because I am such an emotional, because I relate my topic about discrimination, democracy, political awareness, discrimination, because I am very sensitive for that kind of things, especially discrimination. I encountered it a lot of discrimination here in the Philippines, past and past. By now, I feel so very satisfactory person. Thank you very much. And also, I have nothing more to speak. Speechless. I'm so speechless, my dear. Mamonera, I'm so speechless. So far, thank you very much for your understanding, for your support, and for your love for me. And those who are there for me, willing to understand me, thank you very much. And may may our Lord bless us all day by day. Thank you.
Thanks a lot. I do not know how to express our gratitude to you. Every leader who is present here has clapped for you. Do you know? Can you see the screen now? Every leader has clapped for you. So they are showing your love. And you know, I want to mention their name because I know them personally. Hayat Haj Khalil ma'am, she's a beautiful leader, honorable, great personality. And Caroline ma'am, I don't know, I think she is just like flower, Caroline ma'am. She is rejoicing everyone and reconnecting, building up. And Dr. Kalpana Dixit and Professor Suraya Bano, no one can be so hardworking as you. Seriously, you are so hardworking, both of you. Gulshan Suman sir is so multi-talented that I wonder how it is possible for a person to be multi-talented like him.
Yes.
And Khalid Qasim sir is working in many organizations in great position. Khalid Qasim sir has a lot of responsibilities. And Jyotirmoy Thakur ma'am, she is so great in her position. And our honorable leader already here from USA, the executive director. Yes, Gulshan Suman sir. Yes, please.
Yeah, Monira, I was just listening to Kesufia because I've been giving presentations to my fellow ATC officers and my colleagues of Airports Authority of India. It is just an idea in my mind that if time permits, some other day, not today, I am ready to give the presentation on stress management because it is a common problem throughout the world with the children, with the students.
We need it.
Yeah, it is a you can say approximately 1 hour to 1.5 hours. It will be the interactive session. It is not like a lecture. It will be interactive session, and in between I will be interacting with the students who are present at that time. So
sure, sir.
Just see.
Yeah, possible, sir, because children and students have already joined, and they are joining from different countries. They are watching you, they are listening from you, and they are even this session is recorded in many countries, sir. Many teachers are just connecting you through the projector and classroom. This is a classroom teaching method also. Whatever you are telling, they are keeping notes. They are willing to learn and listen from you because they want to even implement that what you are guiding them. So this is a long process. Yes, sir. They will learn from you.
Because I want, because now whatever the session is going on, it's like a one person is speaking and others are listening. My session will be the interactive session. Anybody can ask any question at any time. So I will be explaining that. I will be happy because I know the students are really going through the stress.
Okay, thanks. Yes, sir, it is needed, and we wanna actually organize this sort of serious matter like even NLP, even that is stress management, time management, And who knows better than you? The leaders who are here, we are just a student and we are learning from you. I am nothing, I'm just a student.
I still consider myself as a student.
So here, now we want to listen from the beautiful person, Hayat Haj Khalil ma'am from Tunisia. Hayat ma'am, please share. And we are so sorry for the technical glitches that happened to you. So sorry, ma'am. Please unmute your microphone. Hayat ma'am, please unmute your microphone, ma'am. Yes.
I'm here again with you and from the beginning, and it was a great delight to me to listen to every one of you. This technical problem has given me the opportunity to listen carefully and to be the student while you were my teachers, my professors. Every word, every one of you has said is in the front of my heart and of my mind. I will speak again about democracy. What is being lived now is just democracy, an example of democracy. Every one of us has the right and the opportunity to say and to express himself, to express his thoughts, and to give us a ray of light so that we can see the best future and live good moments. Democracy is like happiness. It's up to us to live it with efforts, with creativity, with virtue, with values, with humanism. It's all about that. It begins from family and extends the race towards schools. From schools, we are preparing good citizens. Now, every citizen is not only the citizen of his nation, but also a citizen of the world. Thanks to social medias, we are connecting together. We are trying to find solutions to problems. As family, as parents, try to find solutions for their children, if there are. And there are always problems and difficulties lived in every family. That's the same thing for every nation. So let's begin trying solutions to our country. Everyone has to do his best for his country. Try to solve problems. Try to educate children, since education is the land. There is the treasure, and we have to find this treasure. As Victor Hugo says in his poem, Le laboureur et ses enfants, le travail est un trésor. Working is the great treasure. That's what said Victor Hugo, the French poet, the very famous French poet, in his poem. So I will continue my mission in my classes, where I try always to give the example of democracy in every action, in every thought, in every text I explain. I try to mention and to give the light to pupils so that they can love their parents equally, so that they can love their friends equally, so that they can love the humankind, all humans equally, and try to find solutions with them and develop the world, develop their classes, their families, their nations, so that there will no problems in the world, but solidarity, tolerance, since we live all under the same sky, and everything that damages the earth will damage every one of us. Last night, I promised a friend, Dr. Taib Twili, a doctor in sociology, for the article he wrote about bullying, where he incites people to accept others and to say good things about others. He says in his article in the newspaper Shara al-Magharibi, he said, we haven't to deny that in every one of us there's sins. So let's try to make others smile and to tend hands to everyone, so that we can, in our unity, develop the nation. It's really a good luck to me today in the International Day of Democracy to meet you here. And I am really very more than happy. I'm really delighted and honored to start this new year, this solar new year, with enthusiasm and goodwill. And I will try my best to implement good values so that new generations can be good leaders in a democratic world. You are the petals of the flower of democracy. Be the good, be the work, be the value, and I'm our friend forever. From Tunisia, I send the best, and I believe in every friend. I believe in every leader. So since every leader, every human being is a leader, no one can pretend to be the holder of the happiness in the world. Happiness can generate from the bottom of our heart once we believe and trust in others. And I have always trust in others, and they have never let me down. Everyone who I know, or I knew, is in my heart,
and I want only the best for everyone. That is democracy. Just an example of democracy. I have 2 papers on which I asked my pupils to let down a sentence about the mother and the father. In these 2 papers, there are the real democracy. The democracy everyone can express, can live with his parents. And there are many secrets that only a teacher can hide, since it's confidential. Pupils, students give their best and are always open to others, but take care. They are very, very intelligent and very kind when you know to make them or to tend to them your hand. All the best for everyone who can change the world, who can plant a tree, the tree of love, respect, honesty, dignity. Dignity is the roots. No one can hold, no one can thief. No one can bring from you what is very, very strong in you. Be strong. As strong as soft. Thank you very much, Dr. Munira. You're my lovely sister. Thank you very much, every one of you, name by name. I'm really very thankful. And I'm with you together from all over the world, since the world nowadays is becoming a nest. Let's fly together. Everyone will sing his own sing, live his culture, and we can only be enriched, and we will sing the best, the very melodious songs. Thank you very much. Another time. Love you all. Greetings
Wonderful.
from Tunisia. Thank you.
Superb. And everyone has praised you, my dear leader, sister, poet, photographer, Hayat Haj Khalil ma'am. Everyone, they have raised so high. They have raised your voice. They have just appreciated your values, whatever you have shared. Thanks a lot. So here we want to actually conducting this program since long times, as you can see, but we are memorizing or creating memories. I don't know what should be the appropriate word for today's program. One thing from this platform, we have come to know 2 things. That number 1, your biography, leader's biography interview will be taken on the platform that is Deshiya TV USA. So we will request your interview and biography because as you know, our students are following you. So your biography will be highlighted on the channel and it will be circulated to schools program, how they can learn from your life. And the special thing, you can think of your life that you want to share this part of the item to our students. You want to let them know how to fight with difficult times, or how to be motivated. Like as you have all heard from one student in Philippines, he had taken the decision of even suiciding. You have heard, right? So how the student can overcome any difficult situation, they need guidance. And you know, in life, of course, there will be barrier, isn't it? Caroline, ma'am, you know very well how difficult the time was and how we are working against it, how we are preparing. Yes, Rain Casofia, she has appeared on the screen now. She is here, but she has shared her problem that has been overcome, right? But a lot of people, they will not share. They will think that if I share, people will judge me. They will think I am, isn't it? So how we can guide them better? And you see 3 years of depression she has been going through, trauma. It is not an easy task, right?
It is not easy.
Rain
It is
Casofia?
not easy. It is not easy to overcome that kind of situation, ma'am. Because if I want to share, I think they will be going to frustrate you. They will going to disappoint you, and also the judgment. I care for it, and also I take care also of my personality. So I choose to keep silence, then sitting self alone in the seizures. Also, just always put God, pray, and nothing more. I don't have any a lot of barcadas, I rather friends. So I must be stayed in the convent for 5 years, serve the Lord for 5 years, and also not only serving, but also I am a manager of our parish. I have a lot of things. I am a private tutorial teacher, from tutor in elementary and high school. So that matter, it can help me to overcome my situation in depression. And also they have a lot of my relatives, cousins, who can help me to pursue my dreams, to advise positively, and also a lot of people who truly loves for me. Just excuse me. I'm so emotional.
You see my leaders, she is crying now. Lot of students are there who need help. Lot of women are there who need serious help. Even when I had faced some issues in my country, Ghulam Rabbani Noyon, the president of this School of Leadership program, he helped, he guided me, and he suggested what to do, how to do. Caroline ma'am, she suggested. Seriously, so our students, they need your help. So we will do something to help them for leadership program, for guiding our students. And I think you leader can guide better who are working closely with the students and who are in training sector, isn't it? You have seen that Min Pei ma'am, when she was sharing about the condition of her country, Myanmar, she was even not clearly, she couldn't utter her speech because there is problem of security, isn't it? So our organization is trying to help people in leadership, in raising their voice, in covering stories. So we are at the very, very end of the program. So Professor David Morondia, sir, we can see you now. Please share your short speech. From Nigeria. Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to be in this conference. I'm really grateful for the privilege to be in participation. I'm blessed to be here to get more contributions on democracy. Thanks to my friend Alma Joy for inviting me this afternoon. Talking about democracy in my country, Nigeria, I have this few to say for now. Our democracy in Nigeria is very young since the country has decided to return back to democratic rule in 1999. As a young democracy, we are learning and growing to measure up with democracy in developed nations, but that will in a day. So I am optimistic and resolve our challenges. At the moment, the country, but my job is the youth so far have demonstrated that they truly have learned and are ready to do things differently to showcase the learning they have acquired so far. As a democracy in all countries of the world, didn't just happen and gotten to where they are in a day. In Nigeria, we do not have regrets because we are seeing things the way they ought to be, and we are learning from our mistakes. I will hope to talk more next time. In the meantime, thanks for recognizing my presence in this conference. God bless you.
Thank you so much for joining from Nigeria. So I think we have covered a lot, but we have also need to share one thing. We're gonna share your biography on our channel, Deshet TV USA, as you have heard from our president, Ghulam Rabbani Noyon from United States of America, who is the founder and president of School of Leadership. And second, we're gonna make one recognizationable program, very much prestigious program. I can see my president is here. That is American Book of World Record holder, Maldives Book of Renowned Personality. We will do a lot of things. So Ghulam Rabbani Noyon, our president, I want to connect you just to share few lines at the concluding session. Thanks for joining again. Ghulam Rabbani Noyon, our president, over to you. You are muted.
Okay. Now it's okay? Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So now I think it's a great discussion, and I enjoyed a lot, but I missed lots of speakers' speeches because in the meantime I just need to talk with somebody else in my office. I think this platform we can. I have an idea that I want to share with you. That this platform, because too many leaders are here, and we can talk country based, and we can analyze something, and we can make a plan. If you think that okay, one day we can select a country, suppose Bangladesh. We want to discuss about Bangladesh, how it goes, how it works, and what will be your suggestion? How we can give some suggestion for our next generation, because leaders are dealer of hope, and we have to present a prospective, hopeful dimension to for our future. So I'm really optimistic, and this group is very energetic and capable. And our platform, we can use our media platform at the same time our organizational platform. And from USA, I can facilitate whatever we need, and it is a good thing time. We can prepare ourselves, and our journey for together, because a leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. So so I know you are there. I think you can do it, and your leadership will contribute us, and our participation also contribute to you. So I don't want to talk more and more. Today is enough, and make a plan and how we can create an action plan for our to accomplish our agenda. And our agenda is very clear that definitely we want to see a peaceful country. We have to see a peaceful universe. And for that reason, we need a democracy. We need freedom of speech, human rights. So for this journey, we need to prepare ourselves. We need to build our leadership capacity at the same time. Because if I am not fit for leadership, how I can address other? So we have to prepare ourselves also with morality, in an ethical point of view, because you know that our original leadership attitude, we have to adapt with the society. Then we can create our adaptive leadership. And adaptive leadership will come through the process and practice. So practice will make us perfect. So thank you so much. Thanks for inviting me. At the same time, the School of Leadership is always ready to work with you and ready to invite you all. And especially, I would love to say that Monira Sultana, her wonderful leadership capacity and charismatic leadership and talented lady, and she initiated a good platform here, especially in this Zoom meeting, invited you all and introduced me with you, and at the same time I got an opportunity to introduce myself. So why not we can work from today, that okay, today is our first day in the day of International Day of Democracy, and we are talking about the democracy, and we are talking how to make the country proper democracy, not only for branding, not only for tagline, not only for sticker democracy. Okay, it is a democratic country, but this is indeed it is not practicing any democracy. So okay, hopefully we can work together, and this is a good chance. Thank you so much. Thanks again to you all.
How great our leader, our president of School of Leadership. You have heard all, and I hope that you were happy about the initiative, about our program today. You have joined and given your precious times. And Ghulam Rabbani, our president, please be informed that they are our regular leaders. We are working every day closely. Whoever are here, they are working with us since long years. So they are very close, and we can do a lot more things together. I'm looking forward to connect at least 100 countries. Seriously, I'm serious on my mission, because as you, the leader, as you are educated, as you are facing challenges, and as you are hearing from the Rain Casofia in Philippines, you have heard all. Our students are in need. We cannot sit idle when they are in need. Our women, they are in need of help. Isn't it, Caroline? Ma'am, you know better. Ghulam Rabbani, President, you know better how in the name of democracy, some leaders, they are doing anything. They are ruining our freedom. In the name of democracy, they are grabbing so-called power, and they are just utilizing power, and they are getting benefit. So we need to do something. We cannot be silent. Please remember one thing. We need to leave this world. We have come, we need to leave. But before leaving, make your mark, make the legacy. So this is the legacy period of ours. That means yours. The leaders period has begun with the assistance of the School of Leadership. I'm proud of you all. And as long as we are here, we will live like a hero. We will raise our voice. And we will not be humiliated by any so-called leader who gonna take our freedom from us. who gonna take our own happiness from us. We will do something but together. In unity, we can achieve anything. That is my belief. So thanks a lot, my heroes, my leaders. I know you personally, and I'm proud of you to work together. You are genuine, you are authentic, and you are original. So I have no doubt that we will move. We will make and we will move the mountain, inshallah.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for joining. And I'm really happy that this show is heroic show. This is just the starting. Think how we'll make it after 1 year.
Okay.
Think how we'll make it after 5 years. Think how we'll make it after 10 years. Thanks a lot. So signing out from Maldives, this is Munira Sultana Poppy, your international host and student of yours, my leaders. Take care, stay tuned, and I'll be connecting you very shortly. Bye-bye, take care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Leadership, proud of you.
Thank you.